joining us now for more is Fred Lucas, the Daily Signal's chief national affairs correspondent and author of Tainted by Suspicion. Fred, it's good to have you. Georgia is on the mind of American voters. I think Ray Charles said it best, and so is Wisconsin in 2020. How do things look right now? Will a recount change the outcome for President Trump?
That's hard to say. Historically, recounts don't make big changes, but one can never know. I mean, this kind of makes you think back to the Florida recounts in 2000, 20 years ago. So, which basically tells you contested presidential elections are nothing entirely new.
It is hard to believe that that was 20 years ago. You're getting a little bit ahead of me. I will ask you about that in just a minute. But first,
Right.
you know, some media outlets, the drumbeat is getting louder for President Trump to concede and end his legal challenges. How does that, Fred, affect potentially voter confidence and the election process?
Well, this is something that, if you look historically, I mean, I get to this point again. This has not gone on that long. I mean, the 2000 race that went on for 36 days. If you go back to 1876, issues like that went on from November into March before they figured that out. 1824, that was a basically litigated election in the House of Representatives. So what we're looking at here is not an unheard of thing. It's certainly not unprecedented to challenge the outcome of a presidential race. And right now it's just working its way through the courts. So you might just want to give it some time.
Fred, I think the count, at least earlier in this week, was Trump won for 26 in court cases. Do you think any of these cases will make it up to the Supreme Court?
I think it looks a little less likely right now that it could make it the same way that we saw with Bush v. Gore. However, there are some legitimate claims out of Pennsylvania. And I've heard a lot of observers say that perhaps the Supreme Court should step in here in Pennsylvania, whether it makes a difference in the outcome or not. And the reason for that is because some strange things happened in Pennsylvania. The state Supreme Court basically made law in that state in terms of election, when the ballots can come in and so forth. So that's something, and from there, the Secretary of State made her own rules. So that's a case where maybe the Supreme Court should step in and say, we don't want this to happen again.
Fred, we're really tight here on time, maybe about 15 seconds left. As you said, it took a little over a month for the 2000 presidential election to be determined. Any idea on the timeline here now?
I do believe we will know the winner by December 8th, certainly by December 14th when the Electoral College meets.
All right, Fred Lucas, thank you so much for your time.